This real? Are we up? Are we up? Hello! Hello! I think we're up. Welcome, everyone. Finally. So much for starting early today. What the hell was that? If you like I are just getting here, like I am. Issues so far. Oh yeah. I tried to start 10 minutes early. Instead, we're starting 20 minutes late. Stream would go up. Healthy bitrate. 30 seconds later, bitrate crashed to 0 so hard that I couldn't even shut down OBS. Couldn't stop the recording. Couldn't stop the stream. Did system reboots. Same problem. DBA Bob, hello out there, reported that a lot of Twitch streams had gone down earlier. I don't see anything on Twitch support on Twitter. But maybe the Destiny event, maybe something else. Aha, guess what? All right, we got double alerts. Let me, if you're out there, maybe you could tame the demon. But, But you get the idea. Yeah, I've temporarily disabled the on-screen bits alerts. They'll still show in chat, but because they've been crashing the stream, about 1 in 5 times temporarily they're going to be disabled on screen. We don't need more crashes today, right? Right? Can we agree on that? Steel Goodwin, second, sorta. Hey everyone, welcome. Before all the crashes, we had DBA Bob and B Kimberly rolling in, Entropic and Twixor. We are Woo, Steel Goodwin, and ICT Lopez as well.
Hello, everybody.
And C-Star's back. This is perfect timing. See, we can finally get this party started. Welcome home, C-Star. She's been traveling. That troubleshooting gave me just enough time to get food. Is perfect. It's cool. Good to see you, C-Star. Hey, Jay and Starship. Good to see you all. Right back at ya. Now, I'm going to remain skeptical that the stream is sound. Still getting weird blips on OBS. Bitrate's staying up. No frames are dropping at the moment. But they got little color-coded indicators a month or two ago. And it's not clear if things are as stable as they might appear. Let's see. I've been dying to jump back into this. Yesterday's extra stream had as much to do with fulfilling my flapping mouth about we're going to do another Witcher stream this week. I don't want to get rusty on The Witcher. I'm starting to get back into it. But as you know, 4 or 5 hours in The Witcher is not enough. That's just a warm-up. So yesterday felt like a warm-up, and by the end of the stream, I was just starting to get in the groove. That's a little rough. But this has been on my mind. I wanted to get back to this. I didn't want to trade today's stream, tomorrow's stream, or Saturday's stream for even for The Witcher. This has my mind and a bit of my heart right now. So there it is. We're back. And if the stream stays up, we're good. Steven! Welcome, Steven. Welcome, everyone. I think most of the US-bound mugs should have arrived by now. Year 1s and some Year 2s. And the international ones, I doubt anyone will see those before next week. But they're on their way too. And you know what, C-Star?
Good hunting.
Let's not wait for you to come back into the States. We don't need to wait for that. I'll connect with you on Discord.
The spoils of the hunt have been a little
We'll get your
lively.
mug mailed out too.
We should find a few machines. Earn the spirit's favor. Long health and hard ice.
Nice campfire. I could go for that. It's snowing hard here in Colorado today. It's mid-30s Fahrenheit and dumping snow. They don't know if we're going to get an inch or a foot. But if the ground were not so warm, the ground is very warm. If the ground were not so warm, we'd be getting a foot of snow right now. Probably won't pile up too much. Yeah, there was some trouble at the beginning of the stream. So I'm very glad that we're up and running now. Let's see where we left off the other day. I don't know if the troubles with the stream were on my end, TDS, something in between, Twitch. Who knows? I did switch from Virginia to Chicago ingest servers. Also manually unhosted, but that shouldn't have mattered. I don't think the auto host system had anything to do with the problem. It was just kicking in repeatedly every time the stream choked. So, Ryan, if you're out there, thanks for carrying the torch there for a bit. Didn't mean to tease you with the hosts coming and going. So, as we adventure with Aloy, trying to discover the secrets of the metal world. That's right. Y'all got me to do the hunting grounds before, and that was really good. Hey, you know what we could do today? Maybe this would be after we... What's going on? Who are you people? We should head down to the ancient armory that we've avoided because it was level 25, and we were not anywhere near that. We're level 20 now. Draxius Knight, how are you doing? This is a blind playthrough. I know nothing of the special shield armor. Please don't tell me. But welcome. And if you do stay and want to hang out and watch, and if you feel compelled to offer tips, gameplay tips, just please ask first if you can. I'm still very new to this. This is my 5th day in the game, and as you can see, we really haven't gone very far. Seastar, that's right. You've missed the first 4 streams of this. Can you or anyone briefly tell me what the game is about? All good. It's all good. Any backstory? Yeah, Aloy. We are Aloy now. When she was a baby, she was brought from a tribe, the Nora tribe. There are a number of tribes in these lands, and while we don't know yet how far in the future this is a future where the technology that remains is the remnants of an old world. There was a world. We know we're in Colorado now. How cool is that? We've discovered that we're actually in the mountains of Colorado. And as a baby, Aloy was brought from the tribe to an outcast from the tribe. Rost was, Aloy was given into the care of Rost, who was an outcast, so she was raised as an outcast. The tribes are not allowed to speak with them.
Keep your skills sharp.
But as a young adult, she was able to take part in a tribal event called the Proving, and on completion of the Proving, she became a brave of the tribe, no longer an outcast, and she would have to say goodbye to Rost. Not allowed under law to speak with him anymore. But the Proving, which she did complete, which she did win, was attacked by another tribe. And the Nora tribe that she's a part of are probably the most fearful of technology. So the other tribes that attacked, the bandits, whoever they are that attacked, we've gone on a bit of a war party of revenge. Rost was killed in a sacrifice to save Aloy's life during that event. She was not only made a brave of the tribe, but made a seeker, someone of great stature in the tribe, and sent out on a mission. Let's see if we have a decent description left of the mission. Well, here's some of our summary. As a child, she discovered some of the ruins of the old metal world. She found a device, a holographic projection device that lets her interact with much of the tech that remains in the world. It was called a toy by others in the tribe. It's no toy. She went to take part in the Proving, which was attacked. She survived. She was given some of her own history. She was told that she has no mother, that she was found inside the mountain, basically inside a tech facility that the tribe does not know what to make of. But the All-Mother and the voices that are projected from speakers as part of this tech, they don't know where she came from. They found her in the mountain. But she's gone off on the war party Revenge of the Nora, discovered that the killers from the Proving have a base in Devil's Grief. We wiped out quite a few of them. But now, to unravel the conspiracy against her, Aloy must leave the sacred land of the Nora tribe, but an infestation of corrupted machines stands in her way. And we're to make our way west to the Karja border fort, as we're now meeting people from other tribes that don't shun the technology quite like the Nora do. And we've traveled a lot, and yet we've barely scratched the map. So after that revenge attack, we've gone north. We don't have any large part of the story that's up here in the north, but it looks like there's another metal ruins, series of metal ruins to be discovered, and we've stumbled into a Banuk encampment, and we haven't done anything here. We've only spoken with a couple of the Banuk who said that they did not tame these machines which are here, which in the past used to coexist with man. Presumably man built the machines, machines turned on man, but We don't know most of that story.
When the machines
But
spirits
these
resist
machines have
the
not
forces that we
been
need to prove our
tamed or reprogrammed by these Banuk.
They're docile.
There's something about a song, it's something about the area. And the Banuk here don't seem to know quite why the machines are not hostile. All the others have been hostile. That might have been an excessive summary, and I'm sure I missed some bits too. But these scrappers, we've been fighting them since the beginning of the game. And these watchers, something is up.
Shaman, you're trying to understand the machines here too?
Yes, Nora. And taking my time with my studies. Between you, me, and the spirits, I appreciate the peace. Not just from the machines. There are many changes in Band-Ur. The hunters and shamans bicker without end.
What about?
How best to deal with a harsher world. The hunters, they don't want it back the way it used to be. And we shamans find ourselves able to explain less and less. So many are exiles now, sent to wander. Here, no one argues. So, I welcome mystery.
What's up, Dragoon? What up, all? We're actually just getting started. You get great timing, because the stream did not want to start today.
Swift arrows and
We seem to have it going now. So how are you doing, Dragoon? How's everybody doing today? Happy almost day.
Unchallenged.
It is
The world
almost
is a miraculous
Friday.
place. Sing to the glaciers.
It stung a little bit while we were playing Witcher yesterday, which was fun to acknowledge, internally acknowledge that I really wanted to get back to playing Horizon. So I'm glad we got our Witcher interlude, and we will continue with that as well. But I did feel a little weird. We had momentum built up here in Horizon, and even though I had said we would, switching gears to play some Witcher was a little, this is a brain scrambler. Juraxius, this game is still one of the best looking games you've played. I'm on board with that. It's up there. I'm delighted by this game so far.
Up and down the mountain.
Go to the source of the signal. When we got here to this Banuk camp, we were told to find the source of a signal, and that signal is out there somewhere in the mountains. I love the scanner in this game. She calls it her focus. It's this this earpiece she's wearing, which you're seeing with the ring. That's the glowy holographic bit. That little triangle is the actual piece of tech. It is, Dragoon. It is. It is. You need the stream to survive today. It's been a long day. I will endeavor to oblige. So do we not have the right quest selected here? Active, main, side, errands, bandit camps, tall necks, hunting grounds, cauldrons, which are very much like Mass Effect Andromeda vaults. That was curious. And corrupted zones. This would be side quest, A Moment's Peace. A remote Banuk camp is surrounded by docile machines. What could be causing their strange behavior? Go to the source of the signal. There are a number of UI options in this game, and we might tweak them further. Right now we've got the UI set to dynamic, so a lot of the UI elements disappear when they're not needed, reappear situationally. Other things which can be turned off are these marked trails. We don't have to follow that path. If we can find another way up there, that works. But if we ever find this stuff distracting, we can mess with it. Twixor, you'll be lurking sometimes during the stream today. All good, Twix. I'm just glad you can make it. Lurk on, lurk well. And we found some Banuk statues. One of the collectibles in this game is a series of Banuk statues. And we usually have to climb places that are marked with paint. But, that may not look so... what am I trying to say? Climbing up those rocks may not look like any old thing, but it's not that common that you can just start climbing up rocks like that. They were marked. The edges of the rocks were marked, but we cannot just free climb. We can Bethesda hop up mountains if we want, but you can't just free climb on any old ledges. Besides bunny hopping, you have to find the right places to start climbing. So I'm gonna follow the trail. Sometimes handholds are marked in yellow, sometimes with a little bit of white. But once you start climbing, you're usually good to go. I've run into a few occasions where I couldn't find a place to start climbing something that you're clearly supposed to climb. All good. We're here, we're playing games. Sounds like all good to me. Should you be able to reach all spots in a map? Most. Not all. Certainly not like Zelda Breath of the Wild all. More like Witcher all. There are a lot of places where the terrain is simply not something you can get up on or around. You have to go way around. But it's there, and if you can find a way to hop, roll, skip your way up, then yeah. Actually go, what are we climbing up here for? This may look like free climbing, but these are really designated spots. S7 the other day asked me what my favorite enemy type was so far, and I had only seconds before the question encountered one of these Glinthawks. Notice they're friendly. We're all friendly here. At least at the moment. These Glinthawks are friendly, but there were some hostile ones, and they were pretty awesome. I think I like these Glinthawks so far. Hey, Simpika, what's up? Hope you're doing well today. Are you? What a gorgeous game. That's actually what I wanted to do, was not that. Just wanted to grab a shot. Actually wanted her to look a little more at the camera. There should be a way. I would love to see photo modes get a setting added where you could re-engage the gameplay. So say your character is kind of idling there and they're looking at the camera every once in a while and you want to grab that shot, which is kind of what I'm aiming for. But then, you know, they keep bobbing their head. So as you go into photo mode and they're looking the wrong way, if you could just re-engage time for a moment, just so that you could re-pause with the right focus. I would love to see that added. Not just to this game. But let's just go with this. I just wanted a shot. Not trying to really mess with photo mode. I just wanted a nice shot. Hey, Miss Misery, how are you doing? Yes, close photo mode. Oh, God. You realize, Aloy, you almost died there.
Glinthawks are just...
KG! Yes, thank you for the host, and welcome, KG.
Someone's been up here recently. Was that voices?
I didn't hear any voices. But I see people over there.
Beyond your jumping shard purses! You can't just leave us here!
Enough, Bajund, Garnund. People are...
Did
What's going on here?
Send you? Yeah. I guess shards can buy a conscience.
Never mind that. Nora girl, you have to stop the others. Up ahead, we snuck up here. Uncovered some kind of ancient device, plain as an anvil. That's what affects the machines.
The other bungheads voted to take it to Pitchcliff for auction. but it's taken a beating already. Like it dropped from the sky.
We tried to stop them digging it out. Without that thing up here, those Banuk will be massacred.
I'll stop them. You two get out of here. It sounds like you've already done enough damage.
Well, that's a fair appraisal.
Look at what that guy's wearing. Like a strapless bra for big burly men. So if this signal is what is making the machines here docile, and they haul this thing off, then all the machines in this Banuk Valley are going to be hostile, yeah? They're gonna turn. They're going to kill everyone. That's not good. Do a supply check. Supply check. I don't know what we're getting into, but supplies look okay for now.
What do you let the rope slip for, you bunch of chuff skulls? The slack was on your end.
What have you done?
Who are you? You're not one of those Banuk.
Too late. Let me look at it.
Hold on. This was our delve. We did the work. You want to put your axe in? What's this thing worth to you?
I don't know about this. This was your idea. You started it, you can finish.
All right. Could be this thing is just scrap, but even scrap has a price. So I'll ask again, what's it worth to you?
It's worth more to me than you are. You still want to negotiate?
Forget it. All he's ever given me is black toes.
I'm
Making a
confused.
mess of this.
So wait. Oh. What? They backed off without... She just... I'm really confused. So she walks in here, says, stop what you're doing. It seemed reasonable for a moment that they would want to be paid off to stop what they're doing, but with almost no discussion, they basically talked themselves out of staying and left. Wow. Aloy's got a presence. Apparently she gets shit done. Unknown artifact.
Catastrophic malfunction. This is from long ago. And it's been sending a signal all this time. Fading out. We have to
Processor.
get back to the camp before the machines tear it apart.
Yeah, don't rush me, please. Processor of advanced origin, severely damaged, corrupted code fragment detected, approximately 20. Just 20 years old. That's not much for the tech we've been finding. Catastrophic malfunction signal until response. Return to the camp. Return to the camp. A remote Banuk camp is surrounded by docile machines. What could be causing it? It's this thing. Before we head back down, is there anything else up here? Doesn't look like it. I bet it's too late. I bet the machines have turned hostile already.
Snow chill itches.
Patterns on that snowy hill over there. Those circular patterns are kind of interesting. Wonder what did that. We're gonna rappel down to get down quickly. Oh, you can see it already. Look, there's fighting down there. The machines have gone hostile. It's too late. They busted that.
No, they've already started attacking.
Not good. Not good.
The hunt is back.
They're probably gonna blame me. I went up there to take a look, and now all these things are hostile.
The machines are angered. Keep your distance. Hunters, defend the camp. Do what you must.
This is where it ends.
Roar and rend at me. I don't fear it. Now you'll hear my song, machine. A sharp song.
Great.
Hold on, what do we even have here? Ravager.
The hunt is back.
I want to look at Ravagers real quick. Dirkstar, welcome. How you doing? Ravager, Ravager, Ravager. Ravager? Ravager, weak to fire. Has a freeze canister that's weak to freeze and tear. Has a power cell that's weak to shock. It's weak to a little bit of everything, depending on where you hit it. And it has its cannon, which we could destroy. Yeah, you're hyped with the Netflix Witcher series news. I'm trying not to get too hyped. I want them to do a great job, of course. I'm excited for it, but first they got to do a great job.
Yes. Roar and rend at me. I don't fear it. Now you'll hear my song, machine. A sharp song.
Nice! Kill shot with a tear blast. It ripped some stuff off. And they took care of the ads while we were fighting that guy. Yes! Well, it doesn't look like we, too much looting and cleanup to do, but let's do it anyways. Was that a nice shot? Good, because there aren't going to be a lot of nice shots. I hope there are, but you're likely to see more arrows whizzing right by than connecting. Right place, right time. Ravager cannon. We knocked his cannon off, and it looks like
This might even the odds.
we could have picked this sucker up. No, still trying to get used to that. Oh! You know, this happened the other day. You have to...
Stay sharp. Eyes like a watch.
Unlike many games, where you can kind of shoot without zooming to aim first, you know, left trigger before right trigger, but you don't always have to use the left trigger, you can kind of just free shoot. You cannot do this in this game because of the way that melee attacks are tied to the bumper and trigger. But it's keeps scrambling my brain. Woo! Welcome, man! Finally a gun!
You know this change would come upon us.
Drops it on the ground.
Not exactly. Although I know there is a lot changing in our world. This time it was outsiders. Those Oseram thought.
The Oseram do not think. They will never understand the balance between us. Between man and machine. Now the blue light has gone. And we are left with many songs. But more for mourning than gratitude.
So what now? Will you go back to your homeland?
When we teach the young to walk on shifting ice, we say, the secret is taking one step, then the next. Perhaps one day, we will understand the machine's mysteries.
I hope so. Good luck, Tikuk.
Glad they're not blaming her for it. Somehow, I thought this this Banuk camp and that device up there and these docile machines would turn into something. It was a side quest, okay, but I kind of thought it was going to prove very significant to the plot,
Yeah,
and maybe it will,
this
and it
thing's
just
dangerous.
hasn't yet. Here's the catch with this gun. It's as fast as we can go. I like the connecting wires dangling from it, though. That's a nice touch. This game has a lot of nice touches. Good touch, not bad touch. Kawhi and Ann, how do I break your name up there? Is that game worth paying for? This game is exceptional. It is worth your money, yes. Yes. Easier to say for some games than others. That's an easy one, yes. Can I call you Ann? May I call you Ann? And welcome. Hang out, watch for a little bit. See what you think of the game. I have not been running around with heavy weapons. This just got picked up because of a very special fight. At least I can still use my focus. And can still loot. I doubt we can roll, though. No rolling without dropping the heavy weapon. Novo! Just don't call me late for dinner. Hell no! How you doing, Novo? So, unless there's a fight right around the corner, we're not going to be taking this this gun very far.
Stocking up?
So, Seastar, yes, tell us of your world travels. I know I've already seen some of the pics and heard some of the stories, but Seastar's been up and down the U.S. coast, all the way to all the way north out of the U.S. You were at Vancouver Island too, weren't you? Insidious Void, welcome, Void. Sure, you can call me anything. Just be careful what you wish for. Thank you, though, and welcome again. I'm gonna go with Ann for now. I really don't like how she has to move with this thing. Here, look at her from the front. That thing probably weighs as much as she does. We're also not done in this snowy valley. We might be done over here. But as we were heading up this way yesterday or Tuesday, didn't notice until afterwards that there's a metal ruin. We need to go there. I want to go there. We need to go there. Let's explore. I wonder if we can fast travel with the heavy weapon. I'm curious. Let's try it. Strong girl, strong back. And S7, sorry man, a little bit of heartbreak there. No more gun. Gun gone, gun very gone. Welcome aboard. Thank you for the follow. Welcome aboard the Starship. We get a proper welcome for Ann in chat. Glad you could come join us here. And I hope you'll find that the game is something you want to play. Wait, it's dead and it's still shooting. What the hell? Tell me that thing didn't just shoot after lying there dead on the ground. Oh, I bet these things in a group would not be my favorites. 1-on-1 or even 2-on-1. They seem pretty cool. But if I were getting swarmed, I don't think I'd enjoy it so much. Hey, Birdie. Hey, birdie! Why is it... It's looking the wrong way. I'm not sure what it's doing. Oh! It's getting ready to explode in my face. Ah, but of course. Quick! Before it gets back up! Oh, hi! Realized there were bandits in the valley. Boy, it's a lot busier here than I thought.
I can see.
Not true. They're gonna figure out you're here pretty quick, Aloy. Let's go off this way. Catch our breath for a moment. So, scrappers. We can override scrappers. What? Help me understand, if you know. Question for chat. Non-rhetorical question, if anyone knows the answer. Is there a way when scanning a machine to know from what's on the screen right there whether we can override it? Is it the little cauldron symbol being blue or red? What lets us know when we can override something if we were close enough? For anyone who's missed most of the game so far, we have taken and begun to use a piece of tech that lets us override and control machines in different ways. Sometimes we can ride them. Hey, I Crave, welcome back. Notebook tells you, but not scanning. Perhaps you could read the instructions. When we completed the cauldron, we were told you can now override these machines. And we were given a list of about 4 others. And the notebook does have extensive information. Okay, cauldron, PSI, override unlocked. So there it is. And it also has a bit of that cauldron symbol. Just flip through machines here. Override, unlocked. Unlocked. Locked. So there's an example of one we can't override. A long leg. Big ass chicken. We cannot override. Entropic. And I'm back. And Jay is back. Greetings, not anymore. Troubleshooting Jay in chat. Greetings, brother. Welcome back. The crabs, the shellwalkers, locked. Bellowbacks, locked. Tallnecks, that's sort of a different thing. I hope we get to another tallneck today. We've only had one. Ravagers, locked. That was the big one back there. Glinthawks, still locked. Stalkers, still locked. And Chargers, unlocked. Some of those can even be ridden. We can ride them like mounts once they are overridden. We're trying to get up there. We're probably going to have to take this path, and hopefully the path can be followed all the way. It's kind of quiet here. Maybe I don't need to sneak around. I think we're wearing the medium stealth gear. Right now our outfit is the Nora Silent Hunter, medium. I'd like to pick up the heavy, but we need a fire bellowback heart, if I remember, before we can purchase one of those. We'll need one to trade. We've got the Sickness Eater heavy and the Protector medium, but Novo, so inhumane to treat machines like machines. What are you doing? Oh, does it? Goodwin? Awesome. It looks like the triangle does change between a locked and unlocked machine. We might be too far, but so the scrappers have a little blue symbol, the cauldron symbol. Do we have anything else there besides scrappers? We'll compare, but that makes sense, so. the sort of thing that should appear when you're scanning, since you're trying to get a quick assessment, and to dig through the menus in your notebook, it's hardly a quick assessment. I've been interested in, you see these spindly pieces of machines. In the photos I saw of Horizon before getting anywhere near playing it, I thought, boy, those look like the Guardians in Zelda, or some of the stuff like the Architect stuff in Mass Effect. Seems a lot of games right now have things that look a bit like that. But they're not the same things, of course. And I think we've seen cave paintings of what those might be. Those might be the large, spidery creatures we saw represented in some cave paintings. Certainly have not seen one that was not in ruins, and we haven't been this close to them ever before. A grave. Horde. Wonder if our map will tell us now. Does this have a level?
Solid ice. I'm not getting through here.
Really? I don't know. It doesn't look that solid. Stalagmites and stalactites. He's broken them before. Hey, there's something almost recognizable. Almost. Where's Volgin? Expect Colonel Volgin to pop out any second. Kuwabara, Kuwabara. The details, the tiny details they put in this game, they are exceptional. I'm trying to soak it all in, but if I walk cleanly by something really cool, feel free to stop me. Hey Jay, go back. Take a look at that. Take a closer look at that. I'd encourage that. I don't want to miss really cool stuff, and it's everywhere, and a lot of it's in the details. So if you're not stopping and looking closely, it's easy to miss. I could have sworn that was the Shagohod back there. Maybe we can follow the path a little further up. Maybe there'll be a back way in. That doesn't... You'd think it would be climbable, but it doesn't actually look like something that the game has designated as climbable, so... The Shagalot. We maybe climb this thing somewhere. Gotta spend a few minutes up here. I have a hard time believing that we can do nothing up here right now, so I want to look for something. Anything. This is what I mean about free climbing. Notice how that looks like it would be pretty climbable, but it's not. It's not designated as such, so we might be able to find some other way up there. But if I were going to tweak one or two things about the game, free climbing would be on my list. Some of that looks quite climbable, but it's not not the type of thing you can generally climb in this game, so I'm unsurprised. Maybe we can get up onto that from over here. Woo! All right. View's a bit fogged in. Still pretty. Don't think we're gonna go up there. That gets pretty steep pretty fast, but maybe we can go off this way. Hey. Oh, she's gonna get caught in all these little bits. Huh. Go, Mario, go! This could get us somewhere or nowhere. We'll have to see. Oh, shit! Or... Oh, that looks painful. She's folded backwards. Did you see that? She was folded backwards. $5, she eats it. 3, 2, 1. Switch leg. Did you catch up with that one yet? Son of a... And we're rolled all the way back here, too. Let's not fight those Glinthawks. Let's see how... I want to test their range. Let's see if they stalk us all the way up there. One does not climb before one has fallen. Is a bit of a shame, though. We didn't get any crazy loot off of them, so I'm not worried about refighting that. Just want to finish exploring any possibilities there might be for getting into these ruins. It's clearly marked as a ruin. Hey, there's a good example of the red symbol. We've got the cauldron symbol, and it's red. So I think there's our quick check on whether or not having a Jurassic Park moment. Holy shit, it's a dinosaur. Maybe there's some access from down there. It would look like it's up high, but since it is ruins that go into the ground, maybe there's some access point from further down. Did you want a hint? Not yet, but thank you. I might. Yeah, I might really soon, but not quite yet. Let me butts around for another minute here. What I was going to do walking out onto that arm or leg or whatever it might be was to drop down onto the snow, not quite like I did. Almost looks like there could be an opening down there. Almost. Probably just a shadow, though. It's not a big one? Okay, go for it. Go for it, Draxius, go for it. Why not? Is that something? This is just gonna be a nasty dead end, isn't it? Pretty much. We don't get stuck in there. Not looking much like we can get in at a lower point, not here. All entrances start at the big metal doors. Okay. Well, that was the first presumed reason to even go here, was because it was marked just like the metal ruins. We haven't been to this one, but obviously at the start of the game, when little child Aloy fell into the ruins, that was the case. They were all marked. So that's what I went in thinking.
So much for being
I should
careful.
look a little more closely up there by the doors. If I can even get back to the trail from here. I might have to go down before we can get back up. And I will probably die getting us back down.
Must be a Glinthawk. A flying scavenger.
I don't have death from above, strike from above yet. Wait. You are hostile, yes? I don't want to be up here anymore. This little ledge does not give me enough mobility. This is a ruin, though, not a cauldron. Yeah, okay, so the ruins were... Our first ruin was a hole in the ground, and I never did make it to the second ruin. You're right, I was thinking of cauldron in my head. You saw that correctly. We're also out of basic healing. We have potions, but our little herb pouch is out. You were commenting on Draxius.
Helpful.
I was still kind of thinking of the cauldron, though. I was not thinking of the hole in the ground or some nondescript ruins entrance. I was thinking of the big doors. And yeah, that's cauldron, not ruins. Well, let's head back up. All the entrances start the big metal doors for every cauldron and are guarded by machines. And we saw that, corrupted machines outside the last cauldron. This one's different, huh? I don't want us to get carried away with tips here, but let me ask one more question. Just one simple yes or no question. Can we get into these ruins at this time? If we can, I'm gonna try. We're gonna get in. We already went here.
Solid ice. I'm not getting through here.
She doesn't say, I need to figure something out. She says, I'm not getting in through here. Hey, Gypsy girl. Draxius says, no, we can't get in right now. Well, then that is, that's the big takeaway, is that I could bang my head on all these walls forever and ever, and if we're not getting in here now, then we're not getting in here now. One more quick look around, and we'll move on. Oh, now we are clearly above the ruins. These things almost appear to have erupted from the ruins, or just crashed down into them. And there's so much more up above us that we can't climb to right now. I Crave, you were here for at least 30 minutes trying to get in. Well, it's marked, yeah, of course, because it's marked on the map, and the game gives you enough freedom that it's not unreasonable to think that the way to get in would be difficult. It's a quest, so we'll be sent back up here at some point. That works for me. Thank you, Draxius. Hey, Tyler. How's it going, Jay in chat? It's kicking ass. Getting asses kicked. Alright. Well, then we're not staying for now. We'll be sent back at some point. Let's head down to the ruins we can probably get into that we've been avoiding because they were too far above our level previously. This Find a Use for the Power Cell quest is level 25, and we're now 22, so I think we're good. We were looking at that when we were level 5, and it just didn't seem right to go check it out. Tyler, from what I understand, people are putting in between 50 and 100 plus hours in this game. We've probably gotten, I don't know, somewhere between 20 and 30, probably closer to 20 hours. So we're very early game. We're nowhere near halfway, if that sounds about right. And I don't feel any pressure to rush. You're up to 65 hours? Very nice. I'd love to spend 60, 70, 80 hours or more. This is the type of game that eats time for the best reasons. You should see what we're sitting on for skill points, too. Oh, man. We're near the hunting grounds, aren't we? That's that pack of grazers for the hunting grounds. Freaked me out for a second. There's so many of them. Hey, we got 3 skill points with that last level up. We get to 3 skill points. So we've got some choices here. Tinker, which was on the loading screen there, would let us remove weapon coils and outfit weaves. I definitely want that because we've started to use some better mods in our gear, and as we upgrade gear, we're going to want them back. Want those mods back. But ammo crafter, I hear as the game goes on, things like wire become, if not scarce, you just start burning through so much. It might be nice to get ammo crafter and get more out for what we put in. Scavenger plus after that. On the critical hit tree, we could pick up triple shot. I have been neglecting to even use double shot. If we're up against stronger enemies and we get the drop on them, I can notch an extra arrow. Hey there, Tester. BD Gray, thank you for the host. Welcome, man. And Luke, what's up, Luke? Hey, everyone. Hey, Luke. Tyler, you put in about 130 hours in Phantom Pain to get to about 88%. I don't think I ever got past... I don't know what percentage I got to. I want to say 70-ish, but maybe it wasn't even that far. This is the type of game I could go all the way to 100% in and enjoy it every bit of the way. Quiet Sprint is within reach. Had my eye on that. Quiet Sprint might be nice. Or we could start up the Precision tree, which looks pretty powerful. Melee attacks are going to get stronger and knock more stuff off. There he is. What's up, BD Gray? Faster reload while using concentration. I get stuck reloading a lot in concentration. I don't really mean to, but I start to notch a new arrow without thinking that I could break concentration, notch the arrow, put concentration back on, and that would be faster. Strong strike. I want to spend a minute here thinking about this one. Strike from above, then we could get strong strike. Most of these are linear, but a few of them have different requirements, like strong strike requires not balanced aim, although it could. It requires strike from above, as you can see here, requires strike from above. It doesn't even say requires balanced aim, so I guess it does not require both. That's a weird, small but weird branch in these trees. Prowler, Brave, and Forger each have one skill that branches off from another tree, or from another part of the tree. So I don't know, strike from above, strike from below, and then leader strike. I do kind of want leader strike. All these go together though. Leader strike, strike from above and below, and strong strike. Put those together and you've got some beefy melee. But Quiet sprint. I want quiet sprint, and I want it now. Done. Your treasure boxes, mostly we picked up the other day. Mostly generic materials. Broadhead lens, though. Another broadhead lens. Have we even fought anything called a broadhead? Riderheart. Hey, Amelga. Good choice. Cheers. I hope that one works out. I do like... stealth is not mission critical in this game, but it works well in this game, and I've enjoyed it so far. I want to play to stealth. And I really would like to get the Silent Hunter heavy, but we are going to have to get
That's coming with me.
Fire Bellowback heart at some point. Let's fill our medicine pouch back up before we go into these ruins. I imagine it would help too if you get in a panic, if you're getting rushed by a bunch of machines and you need to go running off and try and take cover to not draw additional attention to yourself while you're sprinting away. Might help. Regaining cover after being spotted already works pretty well. You can often do that, so any aid to that is going to be good. Eva! Hello, Jay in chat. Hello, Eva. How are you doing today? Should probably go back by that merchant and sell some extra junk. Some of our pouches are getting pretty full.
Might need that.
There've been a few games with dinosaurs. Oh, you want to see a game with dinosaurs with this sort of gameplay? Actual dinos, not machine dinos. Is that it? Eva, are you doing okay today? Good. Good. Probably it's a day-by-day thing right now, yeah? Those thunderstorms we had here the other day and yesterday have given way to snow. We've now got snowstorms today. Although it's still too warm on the ground for it all to pile up. Snow's been dumping all morning here. The way she runs through tall grass and puts her hands out. I'm in Colorado. So, snow in Colorado are not shocking, but it is the middle of May. We are getting a whole lot. This is one of my favorite musical themes so far in the game. This background piece reminds me of some of the Battlestar Galactica, the recent Battlestar Galactica, when Starbuck goes back to Caprica. I know I mentioned this before, but it just hit me again. It gives me chills when it plays. I think we filled up our medicine pouch. I'm probably overdoing it now.
The shadows are getting long.
let's make a pass by that merchant and then head into the ruins. Oh, you had to make another long trip today, didn't you, Eva? Or is that yesterday? It rained like hell today. It was really terrible to drive. The road was swimming. You have to make that 3-hour drive today. Okay, this is the one. We need a bellowback heart, not necessarily a fire bellowback heart. I had that wrong, but we need a bellowback heart before we can trade for the Silent Hunter Heavy. No, it was today. Does that mean you went there and you're back already? For now, I'm just gonna sell things that have no other purpose besides selling. Then I'll sell some mods as well. Right, that's that. I'm glad you're back from it. I hope things went all right, Eva. And of course, it's much later where you are. Trying to get used to. We haven't used that many mods, but I'm trying to get used to which ones I am unlikely to use. Of course, the weaker ones is the basic idea, but which ones are we not going to find better versions of? Hopefully I didn't sell too much stuff that we could use. Make a save at the campfire. The autosaves are pretty good in this game. We haven't gotten burned too much. I get killed in some stupid way. We usually don't get rolled back too far. Early in the game, we went exploring in the ruins, where as a child, Aloy had fallen into, explored a bit. It's where she found her focus. And then Rost rescued her from those ruins. But we found a power cell when we went back there as an adult and looked more thoroughly. We found a power cell. I believe that's this power cell. We're here to find a use for that power cell. Not that we have any use for a mount right here.
Low and quiet death.
You were going down into some spooky old ruins. Would it matter if you went in the day or at night? Would you wait till daytime?
Scrabbling a bit.
Even if it was gonna be just as
What's
dark
down
inside?
here?
Does not look like a safe drop. Up to ledge. Maybe there's a way down. Good. Can even stealth swim, go under the surface, swim quietly, slowly.
The old ones didn't leave these. They're new.
New growth. New growth. We've found a number of these metal flowers. Unknown design, possibly used to promote seed germination. Cool part is they include embedded code fragments. This one has, when this pine sapling grows to flower, who'll be here? Hey, did we miss something about a Banuk figure? Yeah, we didn't read this the other day. Tek Tuk. In my exile, I often envision your eyes, wide and blue and dumbstruck, as the body of Signac, our chieftain, was laid before you. The Werek saw how I looked at his mate, Ili, your mother. To them, my guilt was as plain and sharp as the crack of spring ice. As they stripped me bare and left me to die on the glacier, the warmth of life departed me, but not the bitter will to hunt, to strive, to survive, perhaps to prove I needed no one, least of all those who wronged me. I am only at peace when I paint my marks and craft these offerings to you, though they will never touch the warmth of your hands. Maybe we did read that, but it was flagged as unread. New growth. So these metal flowers that weren't left by the old ones.
This isn't a cave. It's a room.
That's what the map said. Hey, Kithri! Cheers! Thank you for the bits, and welcome. I'm really well today. Now that we've got a stream going, I had some trouble getting it going. I could not get it up! How about you, Kithri? How are you doing today?
Armor
My crate.
from the age of the old ones.
Ultra weave armor,
How do I get to
experimental
it?
personal armor. Nanofiber construction with inlaid micro projector network. I wonder if we'll be able to take that out of here.
They must be related to segments of a circle.
Code Nexus, secure encryption port. Data shows required settings for nearby hololocks. Hololocks.
I think the old ones use numbers like this to indicate time.
Power status off. Bunker door. Blast door, heavily shielded. Knock, knock. Let me in. Draxius, you don't have to answer. In fact, don't. Just thinking out loud here, I am wondering, but perhaps don't say. I am just wondering if this is the armor you were talking about. Maybe, maybe not, huh?
Haven't seen one of these since I was a little kid. Red light. I'm not getting in.
Well, Kithri, pollen season's hardly begun, right? I mean, we've got a long ways to go. I think that's getting a lot of people. I'm back to taking stuff again. Barrow. 0, 2100, 1800, 1500, 1200. Data shows required settings for nearby hollow locks. 12, 15, 18, 21, 0. So it could be that we need to turn these. Don't all look active though, at least 2 of them. Well, we'll see. Prestige! What's up? It was a good game. That is an understatement. I'm sure we can't just bust the glass. It's possible we're going to be rebuffed here and we won't be able to go in or do anything at this time. Be too bad. Not entirely surprising. But we can't just interface with these hollow locks. Maybe we can't interface with anything down here right now. It's a bummer. Oh, examine the breakers.
Devices are missing power cells. I'll have to find power cells to get these to work.
Good. We brought at least one. Repair the fuse.
There. Fits. I just need to slot in one more.
I think we found one more.
It's 2.
Oh!
It's some kind of code. Maybe there's a clue nearby.
Yes, okay. Alright, alright. So, panel shows us some form what we need. 12, 15, 18, 2100, and 0. And if we're to take those as ours... Wrong one.
Maybe there's some more information nearby.
Also, did they
Something that will tell
only
me how
have
this
4
works.
positions each? She turned it 90 degrees. She's still turning that one.
Looks like each dial has 4 positions.
Can we not turn them all? I'm gonna turn this one first.
Maybe if I get each dial in the right position.
So it has 4 positions, but there seem to be 5. I mean, we've got 5 locks and we have 5 different numbers indicated, but there's only 4 positions on them. Jay, can't you see the clue? Obviously not, Tester. Obviously not. Obviously not. Sure they don't want us to turn it 12 times, 15 times. Entrobot, that's nice timing on the bot. Turns a few knobs on his Pip-Boy. Yeah, I know it breaks everyone's heart when you see the solution to a puzzle and I don't see it. Jay, why can't you see it? Are you blind, man? Wouldn't it be cool if we could all solve everything right away? Yeah, that'd be awesome. But no, to answer you, I don't see it. You're dying to put me out of my misery. Wow, too bad I'm not miserable. No, you're gonna have to hold your horses, I'm afraid. Don't want this handed to me yet. We've got flashing numbers above the door. Seems to be changing quite a bit. I'm sure it'll seem obvious in hindsight. Oh, I know it's a figure of speech. Hmm. So, question for people who have not played the game and have not seen the game before. Is it as obvious to everyone as test here? Is everyone seeing the answer to this? It's only 4 positions and 5 locks. Rex, you played through, but you were never here. Hello, by the way, Rex. Yeah, KG, hey, I was thinking of it as a clock, but we only have 4 positions. And there's 5 numbers indicated. So even if it's a clock, if we're going 1,200 hours, 1,500 hours, 1,800 hours, 2,100 hours, some of those are not represented by the 4 positions. But maybe I'm overthinking it. Over or underthinking it. Move the clock. The clock above the door is changing on its own. Not dependent on what we're showing here. And these indicators don't change based on 12, 3, 6, 9, 12. 12, 3, 6, 9, 12. This collaborative, this is, I think my brain's just gonna melt. Oh, numerical patterns. I am terrible with numerical pattern finding. Really bad. Really bad. If it's not obvious here, it's historical. Really bad. I don't do well with number patterns. 24-hour clock. All right, you know what? I'm not gonna do well with. I'm not gonna do well with trying to figure out what you're all saying by that. Clock was my first thought. 24-hour clock was my first thought. 1200, 15, 18, 21, but I can't set to all those positions. Like 8 o'clock is not a position on this thing. So, all right. Either we're gonna trial and error it, or I'm gonna have to let you guys just spill your guts and say what you mean. Because, Jesus. Oh, okay. I think I see what you're saying. Because a 24-hour clock goes to 12 and then goes to 12 again. 12, 3, 6, 9, 12. All right, I think I see what you're saying. Hazcat, military man. 18 is the same as 6. I get what you're saying now. But yeah, I was completely obtuse to that. So you're all repeating the same thing, but I'm obviously not getting it. So repeating the same sequence of numbers was, yeah, not really taking it anywhere.
Did it. Now to check the door. Those clamps have the armor locked in place. Maybe there's a way to power up the mechanism.
Sorry, I'm not the
clamps.
Puzzle solver that you deserve or wanted. I will probably never be. Ultraweave. Progress. Text mail from Major Garrow. Data corruption minimal. We're already past it. It's already done. It's already open. Are you all lagged behind? Also, you all did kind of... Never mind. Can we move past that and drop it, please? I did want to solve it, but I wasn't figuring it out. And so out of frustration, seemingly out of frustration, people started telling me the answer when I wasn't quite ready for the answer. But I'm happy to take it at this point and move past it, because we're going around in circles. How many people said 12, 3, 6, 9, 12, 24-hour clock, Jay? When I was still just trying to think through it. Failing to think through it. From Major Garrow to General Aaron Harris. Subject, Ultraweave progress. General, you wanted fast, cheap, and good. That's what we're going to deliver. By using a flexible nanofiber weave instead of plating and enhancing protection with a 400 EV hard light micro projector, we've reduced our testing cycle from weeks to days, and I'm confident we can get the suit out by next month. With enough production to cover dozens of elite units, at least. Better yet, it will be half the weight, half the cost, and offer twice the mobility. All we need is the balance of our funding, a few more techs, and another experienced test subject. I know resources are stretched to the breaking point, but any more delays will jeopardize the schedule, so please advise ASAP. Yeah, Tyler, I didn't need so much as a guideline as a kick in the ass. I just wasn't seeing it. I don't fail to comprehend. I was just missing the boat entirely. So yeah, I got it. It wraps twice. Somewhere in all of your explanations and my failure to see that was the one missing piece. Oh yeah, you gotta go round it twice. So yeah, you know, we actually started on the same page. It's a clock. It's a 24-hour clock. And I'm failing to see we gotta go round twice. Anyways, we went round 3, 4, 5, 6 times on that, didn't we? Let's move on. What's up, Willis? May God be with you and Jane in these dark times. Semper Fi. Well, Rex, I don't know yet. Don't know yet. I'm kind of dancing around it here. This suit, the Ultra Weave armor, can't just take it. Not yet. Ultra Weave trials. Ultra Weave, Mark 7.1, Trials, October 65. Trial 49B, 10-3-65. Pass threshold, 85 out of 100. Ballistic, 91. Shrapnel, 87. Laser, 88. Shield integrity, 86. Impact, torso, arms, legs, 50, 62, and 43. Weave is not tightening properly on local impact tests. We need to optimize existing sensors or add more. Trial 51K. 10-5-65, pass threshold, 85 out of 100. They improved the impact, torso, arms, legs, sensor optimization successful, but torso protection still lagging, recommend increasing weave density. They mostly improved that. Look at the legs. Legs went down. Torso and arms went up, legs went down. Getting there on weave density and detection components, but an integration error on the left knee. Tanked the impact test. Ouch, subject isn't going to be able to walk that off. Surgery required. Sounds like someone took an arrow to the you-know-what. And the clamps themselves don't seem scannable. We have to somehow trigger that to be released.
Just need to install these power cells. That should do it.
I don't think we have a third power cell. We need 3 more power cells. Ouch. No, we don't have any more. We need 3 more. And thus ends our adventure to try and grab. And yeah, we got... and there we just have degrees. So 90 degrees, 270, 360, full circle, 450. See, that one stands out to me a little more obvious. Even as the lock on the other side said 24-hour clock to me, I completely skipped a beat on what that would mean for turning to those positions on a 24-hour clock. But the one on that side showing degrees that you turn leapt out a little bit more. But we'll have to come back when we have 3 more power cells. Welcome back, Draxius. Oh, I was so excited that we had the 2. We're getting in! We're getting in! Not quite. The other power cells, one of the other power cells, came from some ruins. Did we actually climb on? We climbed down somewhere in here. You had to pick up your daughter in a thunderstorm. Yikes. If you don't mind my asking, where are you at, Draxius? Whereabouts? Been very stormy here. Time to pull out the you-know-what. I wouldn't mind being able to free climb and paraglide or zoom in on things. I would love some sort of a spyglass in this game, just to zoom in on distant objects. Well, now we know what's in the bunker, and we won't be able to do anything more with it for a while. I've avoided it because of its perceived level being so far above us, and that's now moot. It doesn't look like there's anything to fight in there. Not right now. So let's get back on the trail. We're gonna head west. Looks like we'll be passing by new hunting grounds, through some corrupted zones, at least nearby, on our way to the Karja border fort, and not far past that. There's a Tallneck out there somewhere. Could reveal more of the map. Ontario. Storming up there, huh? My power just flickered, by the way. I'm guessing you couldn't see that. It was a brief blip. My network and computers are on battery backups, but if we actually lose power for any extended period of time, I'll have to bring the stream down. If it goes for a minute, we should be okay. If it goes for 20 minutes, we'll have to shut down. Probably see what this hunting ground is about too. Got a backup generator? Nah, just little batteries. Fire bellowback. Riders. Freeze bellowback. There's our first freeze bellowback. Similar to fire, same sort of components, gullet and cargo sack. Canister instead of a fire canister. It looked like she's wearing predator armor. She is wearing the medium silent hunter. And if we could get a bellowback heart, we could trade for the heavy.
Like you, if I found the right cauldron.
Found the right cauldron. Well, I'll look at it one more time here. Freeze bellowback. Where did it end up? its body is weak to fire, even though the freeze canister might be a little hard to get to, is weak to tear or freeze. Have I seen the Nora Protector Heavy? I've seen it on the vendor. I've seen it on the vendor, Prestige. Has what, 30 melee resist? I wonder if we could get in and override. And a Strider would override as a mount. I don't know how they would. They'd be willing to fight for us. Ones which we can't mount would fight for us if overridden. But I wonder if the ones we can mount would also fight for us once overridden. Looks like the answer might be no. Let's see if they start brawling here. Oh, yeah, they are. Okay. They recognize an enemy in their midst. I don't want to be part of this fight yet. Then they took it out, just like that. Snow gonna take out your power. It's heavy, wet snow. Trees are snapping. It's very heavy right now.
The snow's got a bite out here.
Luke, thank you. Thank you. I'm healing well. It is actually 9 weeks today since the surgery. Oh, hold on. Cauldron Sigma. That's one we've already been in. Cauldron Sigma.
Gotta stay quiet.
This is gonna get crazy. We're gonna end up with both Bellowbacks, aren't we? If I even pick a fight with this guy, we're gonna end up with both. Maybe if I pull far enough back, we can have the fight away from the others. You know what I do have? I do have some freeze resist potions. Let me make sure I know what they look like, since I don't think I can take them from here. Resist freeze. It would be nice if you could consume them from this menu, because there's two blue things that look a lot the same. They have a symbol, lightning and frost, but I've got to find them here. Just, oh man, she's barely moving. She's so frozen, she's barely moving. also should have notched an additional arrow when I first fired, because I was going for the blaze canister. Hey, Strawbender, back from the dead again. Welcome back. How you holding up? Should be using fire arrows. We already established this thing is weak to fire, so why am I not using fire arrows? It does not look very happy right now. Still taking damage. I think it's gonna die on its own now. Give us the heart! Give us the heart. No heart. How about... Ah, it was a Strider underneath him. Wolf! Hazcat, no idea what this snow thing is, huh? It's kind of like that. It's coming down like that rain, except it's a little frostier. Yeah, so Netflix doing Witcher, I am cautiously optimistic. If they had said HBO was doing Witcher, I would be a little more confident, actually. There's another Bellowback out here. We saw Fire Bellowback. Whole herd. Striders. I should take a break soon. We're coming up on 2 hours here. Had trouble getting the stream started, so it's not quite 2 hours since we went live. Thing's got a hell of a path. Override unavailable while recharging. It's almost recharged. Try to override all three of these Striders. Get a little backup fighting this fire bellowback. Hazcat, that one's good enough. Frosty beer mugs, close enough, close enough. Did that really not work? I really didn't get them. These, I'm so bad at lobbing these frost slings. Oh man. All right, we should also take fire resist. It's in here somewhere. That better be it. You really shouldn't be able to do that through rocks. Oh! Oh shit! God damn, that thing is not happy. Not that, please. Yes! I don't think we're getting a heart out of that one either. Am I holding down the R2 button for the sling? Am I holding down the R2 button for the sling? Maybe not. Let's see. Am I holding it down? No! I'm not holding it down. Thank you! Score! Hi, Crave. That's good. This is good. Now, I'm not going to remember that in 5 minutes, but for the moment, hell yeah. That's most excellent. Still overridden. Jay, could you potentially get a power cell from those dino bots, or do you get more general loots only? Wide range of loot. One of the cool things, C-Star, is that in the notebook, they'll actually tell you what potential loot you can get. So those bellowbacks can drop blaze, metal shards, machine cores, luminous braiding, various degrees of rarity. You've got common stuff, rare stuff, uncommon stuff, and then there's purple, very rare. But just because they can drop these things doesn't mean they will drop these things. So we still lack a bellowback heart, which we'll need to trade for the heavy stealth armor. In a way, that's kind of sad. We overrode this thing, and it didn't even mind as we shot its blaze tank off its back. Blaze. Free blaze. If you get a heart for one, you'll see a blue icon over it. Yeah, I like that loot is color-coded before you get there to see what your loot is. So if you are looking for something of something uncommon off of an animal, like you need bone, certain bone or skin or something that doesn't drop every time, and you're taking things out before you approach to loot them, you'll have some idea of whether you're getting what you want or not because of the color coding on these little flags. I've found that very helpful already. Let me take a break. This is break time. Let's make our break stand right here by the flaming carcass of this bellowback. So when overriding you don't kill it, it just gets deactivated or something. Sort of. Let me show you. We should be able to ride these. This particular type, these Striders, when overridden, can be mounted. They can't all be mounted. Some of them will simply, kind of like a charm in Dungeons and Dragons, you'll be able to take control. How do I stop him from moving? There we go. Okay, breaky break. Let me cue up some music here. I had restarted all my gear. The stream didn't want to start, so I don't have anything here ready to go. Okay, break time. I'll see you in a few.